As always, we're going to start with some clean canvas. What's new on a C31 while Gene serenades us with his wonderful snores. Let's listen. That's a good one. All right, so we're going to start with this shade. We'll pick up about that much. Always remember, it's really important how much you pick up. And this is just going to be a transition shade. Just kind of press that all the way across. This also smells like roses, which I like, but I want to make sure y'all know that it's very scented. But it's a very nice rose smell. It doesn't smell artificial. It smells very much like I just walked into the garden and I'm sniffing a rose. That's pretty. Bring it all the way out here. I do want y'all to know that this is a satin finish. It's not a shimmer. It's just going to be a satin, which means that it's going to have a little bit of glow to it. I know a lot of times we think shimmer bad. It's not always bad, but I do want to make sure that you know that because some of us are matte shadow fans, and this is not a matte. I don't believe there's a true matte in the palette. I'm so sorry about captions. It's giving me a little bit of an issue today. It's not wanting to load. So it's not me forgetting. I'm really trying to make sure that I'm always putting captions on, but today it's giving me issues. So now I'm gonna take that same exact color, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab it on the tip of the brush. And now that it's all nice and set from here to here, I'm gonna take this minus the Gene Bean here, and I'm gonna kind of press it into my socket, and then I'm just gonna swirl it back and forth. Just to create a little bit more definition. Then I'm gonna take whatever's left and just kind of tap up this way and make sure it's nice and smooth. All right, let's say that you do want your satin eyeshadow to be a little bit more matte. What you would do, I like it the way it is. I think it's really, really pretty. But I know sometimes we have eyeshadow palettes and we like a certain color, but it might be a little too shiny for our crease. Grab your finishing powder. Do you see this? It's just a matte finishing powder. I love it, by the way. It's wonderful. Grab that and grab the shade kind of closest, which is going to be this one. These are very sheer when you swirl them together. You can see that it's almost translucent. But what we're going to do is we'll tap that right on top. I just thought of this. I wasn't going to do it, but I wanted to kind of show y'all that you can take down a little bit of the satin with a matte finishing powder. All right, let's see where we're going now. Let's grab this on the tip of the brush and add just a little bit more definition. Just a little bit. I feel like I just get out of hand. I love makeup so much that to me, I don't even see this much shadow, and this much shadow could already be so much for someone else. I've gotten to a point in my makeup life that I can't even see it. If there's not a rhinestone blinging at me, I can't even see it anymore. Like this is very, very, very subtle to me, but it might not be to you. So I want to leave it like that because I want to make sure I'm always including everyone. But I do appreciate you letting me express myself as an artist. Y'all were so kind last week when I was absolutely out of control. So thank you for that. I do need to do those looks every once in a while for myself. Okay, really quickly, I'm getting quite a bit of questions about my outfit. And the only reason I'm talking about my outfit is because I love where I bought it from. And it's a smaller business, Shop Starlo. I love them. I have loved their things for so many years, and I just wanted to support them. So I wanted to just shout them out really quickly. And that's where I got this little number and then the pants. Alrighty, let's do this color all over our lid. This palette is very much giving me celebrity makeup, and I think that's kind of fun. Something different. It's very subtle. Subtle isn't bad. Subtle just isn't usually my situation. But again, I don't want to ever get stuck in a makeup rut because then I won't be able to help everyone if I just do the same look every day. That's pretty. It does almost look wet. Pretty. Now let's grab this shade, which is lighter. Grab that on the side of the brush like so. And then we'll just pop this right in the center. Pretty. I like it. So I went ahead and took whatever was left. I can't think what Gene. Across my brow bone. So we have an eye pencil here, also from By Terry. Like I said, we're just trying out a bunch of their stuff. Let's just do a little bit of this situation. We'll do like a half liner. But what I am going to do to keep it simple is I'm going to smudge it with a bronzy shade in here in the palette. All right, that's good. All right, this color was calling to me, so we're going to grab that on an E27. First thing we'll do is kind of press it in across the black. Yeah, this is going to be a total celebrity makeup look. Ooh, that's pretty though. Blend it over that way a little bit more. I'm going to pick up some more of the bronze. And then we'll just ever so lightly extend it. Just a little whisper. That's pretty. Maybe once we're done, we'll add a little bit of that extended inner corner situation. But this is so pretty. See? And then all of that black is covered up and it's smudged, so it's really, really simple. All right, I'm super excited for the mascara, and let me show you why. Okay, you see it? And then you twist it. Do you see that? I'm so excited to try it. I'm just gonna sit here for an hour and do that. All right, so let's try it out. I have it just regular, I haven't twisted it yet. It's pretty. Smells good. It doesn't smell like roses, but it just smells like mascara. I like the way it smells. That's pretty. Okay, let's twist it. What is this going to do? Ooh, now I feel like it's adding volume. I feel like the other way just kind of coated. Now this is kind of adding length and volume and thickening. That's pretty. I'm just kind of adding a little bit extra to the outer corner. All right, let's let it dry and we'll do another coat. Well, when I say dry, get a little tacky. Don't let it completely dry. All right, let's add some more, and the brush is still twisted. I don't know, y'all, that's pretty good. All right, I just unwinded the brush so it's not twisted anymore. And I just ran it through one more time just to kind of comb it. And I'm kind of in love with this mascara. This is what has impressed me the most so far. I'm excited. I don't even think I want to add a lash. That looks so good. I absolutely love it. I did get it here. I'll show you how I get it off. That's my fault. I got excited. Sometimes excitement it has me flailing. This is pretty impressive to me. It's twisted now. And I just feel like it deepens the lash line. It makes it look really nice and thick. It honestly looks like a natural pair of lashes. All right, let that dry. We got a spoolie. Fixed. All right, let's lighten up my eye color a little bit. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to apply, this is from Sephora Collection. We're gonna apply this just in the center of our waterline, and then we're gonna take it out this way. So just in the center. We're gonna add more later, but I wanted to do this so I can remember. So again, I'm only applying it in the center. Let's also add a little bit of the same liner that I already mentioned. Let's add it right here. That way it's kind of like there, there, and there. All right, we're gonna do our Valentino Beauty foundation. I was feeling spicy. This foundation's really pretty though. I wear the shade MR3. Look at how skin-like that is. And in the match, I love it. It's so pretty. So compared to all of the other really high-end brands, if you are after a foundation, say compared to Chanel or Dior or something in that realm, this one is my favorite in that realm of foundation. We'll say in that spicy price range. So if you're feeling spicy and you're like, I'm running low on my Chanel foundation, then try this one. Try this one. And let's just watch this blend because it's satisfying. And the brush is a prototype, but stay tuned. Wait, you know what I haven't talked about in a while? How I work foundation in. If you have noticed, and you might be new, you'll notice that I never drag a brush. Look, it even wipes some away. When you press like this, you're gonna get the most out of your foundation. This foundation is incredibly thin, but it's pigmented. And by pressing, I'm actually even going to get more coverage, but it's not going to feel like that on my skin. So when we swipe, we're kind of just wiping that away, and that's when we get streaks. And even if we think about when we use a blender, I don't use blenders because I have a whole, just watch my foundation series on that. But I do want you to make sure that you are just bouncing up and down, just pressing that into the skin. Your foundation's even going to last longer and look better. And the reason it's going to last longer, I'm back. I had another thought. The reason it lasts longer is because when you swipe, it kind of becomes uneven. Say I swiped here, but then kind of tap there. There's going to be less here and more there. By pressing, everything on the face is an even amount from here to here. And when everything is very even, that's when it lasts longer. And one of the reasons I don't use setting spray because my foundation is distributed very evenly. I wish somebody would have told me this stuff. We're just going to Spicy Town today. I'm just playing around. No, you don't need all this expensive makeup. We're just playing because I have it. I do love this concealer, and I will say it is one of my favorites. It's from Dior, and it's their Backstage Concealer. And I've had this, I don't even know how long. Quite some time, and I don't even think I've put a dent in it. Now, let me find my brush. We're going to apply it with a E29, and I'm going to tap it. I'm using the side of the brush first just to kind of tap it in. And I've been loving using this brush for my concealer. Tap, tap, tap. Y'all know the drill. And once we have it tapped in where I really want it, then I'm going to take the fluffy end and I'm just going to diffuse. Look how nice that looks already. Now let's try out this, also from By Terry. They sent a lot. We got to try it. We just have to. And this is their hyaluronic powder. We're going to apply it like we always do with our prototype puff. I feel like it's going to be too white for my under eye. Who did this? Maybe it'll buff away. I like when things like this happen so y'all can see that you don't have to panic. You don't have to go to work like this. We can fix it. Okay, but I do want to talk about how smooth it is. It's kind of outlandish right now, but that is smooth. Let's take our concealer brush, make sure there's not a big blob of it on there. We can even grab some of the powder to kind of dry it off. And let's see if we can just, oh, there you go. Crisis averted. So we don't need as much as we think. It's real smooth. My under eye is not dry. And then once we add bronzer, I wish you could feel it. Try to feel it. Try to touch it. Let's do this under eye too. I'm going to link it. I didn't even label it. I got too excited and then I got frightened. This stuff is like a Sour Patch Kid. This looks like a filter. This looks so stinking good. I'm actually excited. We love powders. I know that y'all will spend that much on a powder because about every daggum body has that Givenchy powder. Let's try this on the rest of our face before we run out and buy it though. And let me do a wear test. I'm pretty excited though, but I want everybody to hold their horses because we're not spending this much on a powder and it not doing everything that we need a powder to do. And then some. Ooh, that's satisfying. I have this on the E29 too. Just kind of press that in. I'm using the side of the brush to press it in. Lightly set over here. Okay, listen, there's also a pressed version of the powder. So there's pressed and loose. yesterday when I was having my grays touched up here, I talked about that yesterday, Jesse, my hairdresser, sabotaged me. He got dye on my forehead and then he had to wipe it all off, and then all of my bronzer was wiped off. But you know what we call that? We call it a happy accident, because Ben went to Ulta and he picked up this bronzer and I absolutely love it. It's from Bare Minerals. It's buildable. It's so pretty, and you'll know that I've been loving the bronzers, which I'm going to use that right now with this. But isn't that beautiful and natural, and it just looks like sun? I got so excited. Ben knew exactly what to get. I love it. Now let's slather this on. I love these. These are also Bare Minerals. These are their bronzers. And this is Kiss of Pink. And I think I like the other two better, but I just wanted to try this one. I feel like this one's my least favorite. Not that I dislike it. It's just not enough copper for me, and I feel like the other two are where I'm at currently. This brush I'm using is the sold out C41, but it will be back soon. Before we move on, let's just talk about how this mascara is not falling. Let me try it a few more times, but right now I want to sing its praises, but I'm not going to quite yet. Let me try it a couple more times. All right, let's finish the under eye. We're going to grab this color and we're going to place it here and here. Keep the center open. And then let's grab that liner that I already mentioned and just really go to town underneath here. By now, I'm sure most of you know that I can't be trusted when it comes to the spice. So remember the black liner we used earlier? I'm just going to take that on an E26. And I'm just going to ever so lightly extend that way. There, I'm not going to take it through here. I do not want that to be disturbed. I love that, just kind of brightening the center. All right, let's get this mascara out again. I was actually excited to use it again. I love it. I have it twisted, by the way. This formula is awesome. I'm gonna do it. I'm doing it. Valentino lipstick, 304R. Oh, that's so pretty. Ooh, so summery. That's pretty. Makeup Forever Artist Color Pencil and all over magenta. I swear there's a color for everything in these. These are a staple. I love these. This is absolutely beautiful. And Ben even said that my lashes look like falsies. So I'm gonna leave the link. I think that we might need to hype this up. I wanna do a TikTok about it. So Story Fam always gets to know about everything first. That way it doesn't sell out. This is pretty special. There's still a lot more in this bag that we're gonna try, but so far this. The shadows are very, very pretty, and if you like to collect things about Paris, this is so lovely, but I'm not gonna say that we need to spend $56 on it if it's not something that means something to us. But out of everything that I've tried so far, this and what I tagged it first, but this color, this one didn't, oh no, it's pretty, but the foundation kind of covers up the really pretty pink tone. I'm gonna show you how I use this one. If you watch my Hailey Bieber video on TikTok, you'll see, but this right here stood out and this is exceptional. All right, I have a lot to film today, so I'm gonna leave y'all here. Make sure you're following me on TikTok. There's a lot of fun stuff going up today. I do post here to IG, but it goes to TikTok first. I love you all so much. This lipstick is so pretty, I kind of can't stop looking at it. I love y'all, and I'll see y'all in the comments tonight.